Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to class. This video will be an explanation and continuing for grammar on page 13 in our textbook. So on page 13, we will be looking at the grammar rules, describing appearance, more importantly, the structure of sentences here. Just looking at exercise A, starting here, he is tall. He is average. He is young, in his teens. He has blue eyes. He has long hair. He has straight hair. He has black hair. Okay. And so looking at these sentences, I really want to spend some time explaining the structure of the sentence here and the differences. Okay. So first and foremost, we have he is tall, he is average height or weight, he is young in his teens, / in his teens. And what we have here is subject plus the verb be and adjective. Okay, so with adjectives, they usually, follow the verb be. Okay, so what that means is we use commonly subject plus be plus adjective. And this is a very common structure for sentences. Okay, so subject usually is going to be a noun, right? The information that follows subject is about what is here in the subject, the noun, right? Be is a verb that shows us information, a state, right? And then an adjective is description or information about a noun. And so this information is about here, our noun or subject. Okay. In the book here, it uses the subject he, which is a third person singular pronoun, subject pronoun. Okay, and so our subject pronouns will be I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Okay, and each subject pronoun, the form of be changes. So within the book, it shows is. Is the verb be. So he is. For she and it, we also use the form of be as it is the word is. Okay. I am, you are, we are, they are. And so what we are looking at here is subject pronoun and the verb be. Now we want to give information about the subject, right? And these are words that describe the subject. So I am happy. You are tall. He is nice. With adjectives, a good way to tell if a word is an adjective is that there is no singular or plural form of the word. So that, for myself, helps me identify that the word is an adjective. And what I mean by that, I'll demonstrate in a little bit when we get to the other part with the verb have, okay? And then you'll see that there is a noun here. Now, of course, there is, previously we talked about subject, be, noun. Nouns, person, place, thing, but an adjective gives information about those nouns. In this case, our nouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Okay. So far, these three sentences follow the format I am happy. I'm happy, you are tall, he is nice. These sentences follow the structure above. Subject, be, adjective, which is the same as he is tall, he is average height and weight. Okay, actually, he is average weight is adjective noun. Okay. And when we have adjectives, different in your most native languages, nouns come first. In most languages, okay? And so what that means is house big, in Spanish would be casa grande, okay? But in English, we put the adjective first, big house. It is a big house. In this case, it is subject, is the verb be, big is adjective, and house is not noun. Following demonstration, he is average height, weight. Okay, height and weight is not countable, or it's not singular or plural. So in this case, we use a for one house, opposed to the sentence structure here. He is average a height or a weight. It's not a singular or plural, right? So going back to this here, he is nice. She is a tall girl. We are happy people. They are happy. The difference here is one follows subject be adjective, which is the sentence, and they are happy, does not specify the adjective, right? Oftentimes, it is not necessary to repeat the noun here again, because it could be redundant. So notice in the textbook, he is the subject, but the noun that follows here is height and weight, and so it's a different. This is what we call an object noun, and so this is different. This is information about the subject, but it is not repetitive. Whereas in this case, we are happy people, or we are happy, is very similar information. So in this case, people, the object noun here, is very comparable and similar to we. So sometimes it may not be fully necessary to explain it, but in this case, when you have a pronoun like it is a big house, this is more understandable and complete in that it may not be, it can be many things, right? So we, in this case, we know is first person, or I'm sorry, first person plural, right? So I and another person or people. Okay. And then the second verb here we have is the word have. And the way that this is written with have is subject plus have plus adjective plus noun, or subject plus have plus noun. Okay. In our book here, it states he has. So when we are in simple present tense, present tense meaning now, right? And not right now, this very second, but now as in today I have work, right? Today I have work. Or I work. Am I working right now? No. My schedule is Monday to Friday. Nobody works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but we still say we work, right? Because we sort of have a daily routine or a schedule that we follow, and that is the simple present tense. Okay. So in the book here we have he has blue eyes, he, subject, has is the verb have, blue, adjective, eyes, noun. Okay, so what we are looking at here is, well, first and foremost, he has is the verb have. So going back to our subject pronouns, you, he, she, it, we, it, they, right? So third person singular nouns, he, she, it, third person, meaning I talk with you. I am talking to you about another person. The information is not about me. It is not about you. It is about another person, one person, singular. Okay, so he, she, it. And of course, we don't always use pronouns or subject pronouns or pronouns in general, right? They don't have to be pronouns. But if we were to convert them to pronouns and they are subject pronouns, third person singular, then we use has. Okay, so in our book here, he has he has blue eyes, he has long, straight black hair. He, she, it has. Without subject pronouns, we could say the student has, a dog has, a teacher has. In this case, a teacher is one, a dog is one, and the student is one, singular. Okay, if I converted the student to a subject pronoun, it will be he or she. A dog is it. A teacher, he or she. Singular subject pronouns. Okay. Now, when they are not singular third person subject pronouns, third person, very important. If they are not third person singular, right, we don't ever end the verb with an S. The S is for third person singular. And so in this case, I have, you have, we have, they have. Okay, going back to our sentence structures, they can be subject plus have, or has in this case for third person singular, adjective plus noun, or subject have noun. Okay. In other words, this adjective describes the object pronoun, right? Going back to Casa Grande or big house, in English, we put adjective plus noun. Now, it is very important that we use this format if we have an adjective, because you cannot have an adjective just like that. You cannot have subject plus have plus adjective, because this adjective doesn't explain the subject. Okay, this adjective has to describe the object noun, which is after the verb have, right? I have, I possess something. And that thing that I possess, I can just use it as a noun, but the thing that I possess, I can't just explain it without stating what it is. Okay, so examples. Okay, and what I mean by that, I have happy. I have, happy is adjective, but in this case, if I want to say I am happy, then I need to use I am happy, subject be adjective, because this adjective here explains me, I. Okay, I have happy what, right? So I plus have plus adjective without this noun is incomplete. I have happy dogs. Now that makes sense. Happy explains dogs, such as in this example, Casa Grande, right? Grande explains casa, or in Spanish, and I know this might not be your language, but for demonstration, this word is adjective and it means big in Spanish. Casa means house. Most languages follow this format where the noun comes first and then the information comes after. In English, we switch it around, right? So adjective comes first. So again, subject, have, plus adjective, plus noun. Okay, I have happy dogs. And then this can be singular or plural. It does not matter. Well, it does matter in the sense of what you possess. I could have one dog, I could have 2, 10, 100 dogs. It does not matter, right? The information, happy explains dogs, and I can possess or have more than one thing. I can have one of something or many things. You have a happy dog. If I want to say one, remember we need an article, a. He has nice hair. She has beautiful eyes. It has big teeth. The student has a nice book. The dog has 4 legs. The teacher has a pencil. Okay. And I know in the textbook here, it's showing or asking information about your height and weight and eyes. And yes, that this is good, very good practice. And I recommend to continue in your textbook looking at exercise A, and then going into the questions. I will review that shortly here in this video. But most importantly, the structure of the sentence, right? Because beyond one's average height or weight or hair, such as what is stated in here, definitely recommend to learn these words for vocabulary, but understanding that this can apply to many or practically everything in the English language, right? If this was math, which it's not, but a formula, so to say, subject, have, adjective, noun, subject, noun, right? And in some of these, a teacher has a pencil. That is the subject, have, noun. If I wanted to expand and add more information, a teacher has a big pencil. That's more information, the adjective, about the noun. Okay. So again, just memorizing these formulas will help you create more and more sentences and share information about yourself, whomever the subject is, right? So understanding that all subjects can be converted to a subject pronoun, properly identifying the subject pronoun will allow you to share information. And of course, with this assignment, I will be asking you to follow up with questions and answering these questions, giving information about yourself, okay? So hopefully this video helps. Shortly in the next video, I will be taking a look at questions and asking these questions and how to do that. Hopefully you enjoy this. Thank you.